If shipping is the biggest thing that is stopping you from selling on eBay, you're not the only one. But the good news is it isn't as scary as you might think. In this video today, I'm going to show you the safest and the simplest way to ship your very first item on eBay, or even your first few sales on eBay. This is the process that I would teach somebody if they had never sold on eBay before and they were nervous about the process of doing their shipping. So in this video today, I'm going to show you the exact way to set up your eBay listing. Then I'm going to show you all of the supplies that you're going to have before you get that first item to go on to sell. And then thirdly, I'm going to show you exactly how to package it up safely, provide a tracking number for your buyer to make sure that you get that item sent to that buyer correctly. Once you've shipped one item, you can ship 100 items. And by the end of this video, I will be able to give you the confidence to get started with the shipping process of eBay. Now, the item that we're going to be using today for educational purposes is a classic, Slim Dusty on CD. Now, this item here is something that we're going to have to get into the buyer's hands safely, and we're also going to want to make sure that we're not losing money. Now, I am here on the eBay page portion of postage. I've done all the rest of my details with regards to my listing, but now I'm up to the postage area, and this is where a lot of people get confused about best practice. First of all, you're going to get postage method given to you right here, and there's going to be a few different options. You've got postage method, you've got standard, freight, and local pickup. The good thing here is that we pretty much 99% of the time with items like this, items that we sell generically that are quite small, or they're not going to go in freight and they're not going to need to be shipped off for hundreds of dollars. We're talking just standard products. You can go with standard postage. There's some information on the right-hand side here that says see postage options. Let's click on that and just have a look. Right now, everything is defaulted, turned off. And to be honest with you, you don't need to turn anything on. All of this information here, even international postage, just leave it off for now. You want to get your first sale domestically. What we're doing here with our setup is we're just selling within our own country, and that is all I want you guys to be doing. If you've only made a couple of sales, we can always turn international postage on at a later point. So we'll keep all of that information that you can see there off. I just wanted to show you that that information is over there. Now, Slim Dusty, what we need to do here underneath, it's asking for package weight and it's asking for package dimensions. Now, that's the package, not the product. This is the product, but we're going to be packaging it up. Now, I'm going to talk about supplies a little bit later in the video, but what I have here is I have some bubble wrap, just some standard bubble wrap, and I have one of these as well, which is just an Australia Post extra small satchel. Now, what I'm going to have to do firstly is I'm going to have to get some dimensions. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of pre-prep this product by just wrapping it up ever so slightly in its bubble wrap, just like that. No tape just yet, because I'm just getting an awareness as to what this might cost. And then I'm going to slide it just like that into my extra small satchel. All right, or extra small padded mailer as they call it. And then I'm going to fold that over there as though it was taped down. And that is going to be my product. That is about the dimensions. Now, I've got a couple of things here. I've got a tape measure, and then I've got a set of kitchen scales. These are two things that I want you to go out and purchase if you don't have them yet. Like I said, we'll talk about that side of things a little bit later. But I'm just going to turn it on. I'm just going to put the satchel here, the pattern mailer, I should say. Turn it on. I'm just going to weigh it. And it says that it's 220 grams in weight. And then if I do some quick measurements of its length, it's 26 centimeters, it's 21 centimeters wide, and it is 7 centimeters tall. So if I go into the data here, I can change the 500 to 220. I can change it to 26 centimeters long. I can say it was, I think, 19 wide, and then it was 7 centimeters tall. Now what we're seeing happening is there's a bit of movement happening down here. It says that there's some price ranges now that are going to be taking place based on the dimensions that we've just selected. Now we're going with a cost type that is calculated. eBay just did that for us right then. They said it was going to range between $5.12 and $9.51, depending on where it goes around the country. And now what I want you to do is go into the primary service and click on change service. And what we want to try and find here is we want to get away from this recommended eBay postage label, because this is using Sendle. And I don't typically like to use Sendle. I like to use Australia Post. So these postage label prices, I know, are Sendle price points. So we need to get away from that, and what we need to do is select what the package is that I've put it into, and that is an extra small satchel. There are all of the options that you're going to see here with regards to how you can send via Australia Post, and we want to find, even if we type it in actually, extra small. If we type it in there, you'll see here, We've got the Express, and then we've also got the flat rate satchel extra small. That is exactly what our one is. And we're also going to be able to save from $9.70, it's going to be between $7.28 and $9.51. So we're actually going to click on that one there. And that brings our new range of price points. Depending on where the buyer is, it's either going to cost $7.28 or $9.51 to send off this item. If you have a look here, there's a flat rate option and there's a calculated option. Now, calculated when you're first starting out, that's the easiest because eBay's just gone ahead and done our work for us. Flat rate means that we choose the price point no matter where it goes around the country. Now, you're going to have varying price points depending on your product. It could be ranging between $10 to $20 in difference of price. So having this calculated option is going to be the safest way to not lose money. So based on that information, we've done our pricing research before we jumped into the listing, and we realized that this CD was worth $30. So taking into account these new price points, I would be listing up my product value for $20, taking into account the $7 to $9 that we're going to incur in postage costs. That way you're going to be marketing your product for that total cost of $27 to $29, depending on where the buyer is located. And that will be competitive in the eyes of all of the other items that are up for sale that match the same item as this one. Now, I'm not going to use free postage. This is why I was saying before that this method that I'm showing you now is for a complete beginner, not for someone like myself. I use free postage for my service. I also use the Australia Post, My Post Business. I link into that third-party provider that is Australia Post, and I do my postage through their plan. And I also do international postage as well. I turn that on and I set all of that up. There's some advanced stuff with regards to all of that. That is not for this video, and that is why I wanted to highlight that I do things very differently to what I'm showing you here. This is the simplest way to set up your shipping. Now we go down to preferences. This is part of the shipping process as well, and I'm going to click on this little icon here on the right hand side. We've got it defaulted to 3 business days. I want you to keep it at 3 business days worth of handling for your first sale. It gives you 72 hours to figure this out, right? You can come back to this video when you make a sale and you can go through the process that I'm showing you here to facilitate. So we're from Australia, we've got our details of Robina 4226 for return to sender. And then from there, we've got accept returns. We're saying 30 days, the return postage is going to be paid by the buyer. Now, this is a great way not to lose money as well. You're letting the buyer pay the additional cost of postage to have the return sent back to you as the seller. International returns, well, we just aren't offering international returns when we're first starting out, so we can leave that off as well. That is the process, guys, of everything that eBay is asking you for when it comes to the shipping from a listing sense. So let's say that listing has now gone ahead and gone live. Let's have a look at the supplies that we're going to need before this sale actually comes through. Before we do that though, there is one thing that just doesn't escape me, and that is the complexities and the confusion that comes with being a beginner eBay seller. That was me 5 years ago. I had so many questions, I was spinning my wheels, and I wasn't doing things like I could have been doing to get better results. And that's why I've gone ahead now and created the 12-week challenge. This is the eBay Launch Lab 12-week challenge. Start your eBay business from scratch, get your first $3,000, get your first 100 sales within 12 weeks. That's what we do with the guys in these cohorts. Now, there's always another cohort running, so feel free to check it out, linked in the description below. But this gets you started, it gets you selling, and it does it the correct, efficient way to be profitable from the start. This is all I have used for 5 years. It's pretty crazy. There's not a lot of stuff here, guys. Firstly, it's going to be things that you can source from Australia Post or your local postal office. You can buy generic sized mailers as well. Doesn't need to be branded Australia Post by any means. I've got some envelopes that I purchased prepaid from Australia Post. These are fantastic. They cost $7.50 when I buy packets of 10. And I fit things like video games or individual DVDs. Generally, they go into those there. You do need to be really cautious because it says here that the max weight is only going to be 500 grams, and it does also have a thickness of 20 millimeters. So a video game or a DVD is pretty much the massive or the main thickness that you can go with. In the sense of size to fit into one of those. You've also got these as well, and the best thing about this is you have a max weight of up to 5 kilos. So as long as it fits, it kind of ships. So that's an extra small padded mailer. It's got some nice bubble wrap in there as well for added protection, as does these padded mailers as well, which is just the next size up. We've got a small one here in comparison to the extra small. You can get a medium, you can get a large. I pretty much just stick to this sort of sizing with the products that I sell, but obviously you're going to be different depending on what items you choose to sell.
And then I use boxes that I get free from places like Bunnings Warehouse, a local timber and hardware store for us here in Australia. So depending on what the product is, it's going in either an envelope, a satchel, or a pata mailer, or a box. Process still applies the exact same way, kind of except for these. These have just got a flat rate of $7.50. Again, you could just measure this envelope and put those details in, but it's going to work out to being the same sort of a price point, what eBay's labels recommend. This is the only thing that you would probably actually do different because it is all done prepaid. You can see there it says postage paid Australia. So I've already bought $7.50. I've already bought that label. So I wouldn't actually put that through the eBay labels process. I would actually just say free postage. But everything else is going to be the process of putting on the scales, doing your measurements, doing your weights, and getting that guide that we were talking about before. Then from there we have stationary supplies. I have scissors to cut down the boxes if need be. I have a tape measure, I have the kitchen scales, and then I have some tape and a pen. That is literally all I use for stationery. And then some added protection elements. I have the bubble wrap, and then I have some butcher's paper that I get from Bunnings Warehouse, local timber and hardware store here in Australia. So that is everything. That is an array of the stuff that I use to facilitate my shipping. And if you've got all of this on hand, depending on what your item is that you're going to go ahead and sell, you're going to be prepped and ready when that item does go on to sell. So I've gone ahead and I have listed up the Slim Dusty CD, and this is what it looks like on eBay. We've got the $19.95 price point. We've got very good condition, the photo of it there, but then down in our pricing for postage, this is all the information that is presented. It's showing the customer that the postage is going to be $7.28. Reason being is I'm in a localized area to the listing, so I'm getting the cheapest price point of $7.28. If somebody out in the sticks, out in the country was looking at this, it would say that $9.50 odd price point. So that's why eBay is doing the work for us there with our calculated shipping method. Now we're using the Australia Post flat rate satchel or pata mailer. It's the exact same thing, exact same price points. And then we've got the 30-day returns there as well. So it's actually saying there's a little notification. It should give a notification. It doesn't on this occasion, but usually it says some nice word like breathe easy, rest assured that you can do returns. I think that's when it's free returns, not paid returns like we've got it set up as. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Mum a phone call. I'm going to say, hey Mum, can you make this purchase for me just so we can go through the process of printing out a label, and then I'll obviously go ahead and give her a refund. You can see here, just by going into orders, all orders, you've got all the details for all of your sales that you're going to need to now ship off. And as you can see here, we have a subtotal of $19.95 come through, plus the $7.28 as well for shipping. So $27.23 is the revenue that we obtained. And we wanted to sell the item for $30, thereabouts. Because it was a local purchase, Mum's only a 5 to 10 minute drive away from me, so the price point that she got was the price point that I got. All we have to do here is go across to Get Postage Label. If we click on Get Postage Label, you're going to see basically all the information that we originally had set up with the listing. So you got some customized details there with regards to what we had set up the listing as. You've also got the pre-selected. On eBay you can save up to 25%. That's why we've got it for $7.28. It's usually a little bit more if you were to go into Australia Post. So there is definitely some advantages with doing this directly through eBay. So we'll go ahead and we'll just basically say, yep, we're happy to go with Australia Post's extra small satchel. We've already got it prepared. And then down there, it's going to be a printed label that's already selected for us. We're just going to use this little tick box here if you want to receive information or special offers from Australia Post. No, thank you. So let's leave that one alone. Guys, you literally just have to select Purchase Postage Label, and it's going to go ahead and print off. Now, you do need a home printer. I just use a really crappy $40 one that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. It completely does the job for me. We've also got the Dymo Label Writer 5XL here. That does a really good job. It does cost about $300 though. I don't recommend it. Just use the cheap and nasty home printer. Get your labels printed off on A4 pieces of paper. What I've got here is Mum's details. I'm literally just going to go ahead and print it off the home printer. I won't use the Dymo. I'm just going to hit the print button because it's already connected to my Epson, as you can see there. So we'll go ahead and we'll hit print, and we get this final screen here. And I'll go ahead and I believe I don't need to hit print label. It says it's already printing. Now this does have a tracking number as well, but all of the information is right there on the label. I will just simply cut that out and then I'll slide it in or tape it down onto the
the paddock mailer, and that label has been paid for. Tracking numbers have been given. Mum has now received the tracking numbers to say that I have facilitated things on my end, and all I need to do now is simply put it into one of those red postal boxes or take it into the post office and hand it to a lady or a gentleman over the counter, and my job is done. Tracking number has been supplied. I don't recommend that you use stamps. I recommend that you do all of what we've just done there, provide a tracking number on every single one of your products. This is basically to ensure that if anything does go wrong, you've got a tracked history of everything. The date that you took it to the post office, where it went in transit on Australia Post's end, and then the buyer actually physically receiving it at their end. All of that data is tracked. So when you run into these postage problems or a scammer comes at you, you've got the backing of all of the data that eBay and Australia Post can see, and you almost never lose a case when it's in that situation. When you have a stamp on a product and you're trying to sell it off for super cheap postage, then unfortunately you're not backed by that, and you are incurring situations where you do need to give unnecessary refunds on people that are trying to scam you. So hopefully, guys, that whole process has been something that has alleviated some concerns. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet already. You are going to need to watch this video though, because this is the process of going out and finding fantastic items so that you can get sales and you can do this process of shipping. It's going to be super important to know. So I'll see you over there for that one.